Hello students, this would be the next class of your Frm subject. I have, as I said in my last class, that I am done with the third unit, but I forgot about the one topic, that is forward rate agreement. So in this class I am going to explain you about the forward rate agreement. We need to do a problem also on this because it's a bit important. I don't know how I missed it. So today's class will be on forward rate agreement. So forward rate agreement is a forward contract between a borrower and the lender, wherein the buyer assures to borrow a sum of money from the lender at a later date in the future for a predetermined interest rate. So basically, a borrower will be there, right? A buyer, he will be wishing to buy a lower rate interest. This basically forward rate will be all about the interest rates to um, reduce the interest rates. Our agreement will be there in order to borrower pay the interest rates as such. So we take a loan, right? On a loan we need to pay interest rates. For that reason this forward rate agreement will be used as such. So a borrower will assure that he'll borrow a sum of money from the lender at a later date in future for a predetermined interest rate. So here the borrower will be wishing to borrow at a lower rate of interest at a forward rate agreement. Either it should be for a long position, that is to buy a interest rate, and if this rate changes and increase in the future, then the long will be at a profit, that the buyer will be at a profit. Similarly, if the buyer borrows at a fixed interest rate and in future the interest rates goes high, then there will be a loss for the buyer, right? So as the buyer borrows at a lower interest rate, he will be a win side if the interest rate increases. The seller will be at a profit if the price decreases, as he has to pay less amount of money to the buyer. So the price paid by the seller in the interest rate, a party short FRA, that is forwarded agreement, will benefit if the spot interest rate at maturity is less than the original interest agreed upon the forward rate. So check out the formula. We'll do a problem on this. Receipt of payment. Whenever he says you receipt of payment or such sort of questions, how much buyer or seller is going to receive or payment, this formula you're going to use, that is P into R. P is nothing but the principal amount. R is nothing but the interest rates that are being given in the question. FR is nothing but the forward rate that has been decided, right? D by B is nothing but these are the duration of days divided by B is nothing but the total. There is nothing 365 days. That is, you have number of days in a year that you're going to take, and denominator also 1 plus R into, that's a small r, the same what above. We are going to take the interest rate that has been given in the question, that you have to take, and the type. D is nothing but the duration that has been decided, and the number of days in a year as such that you have to take. So this is the formula basically. So let's check out the question. On March 2, a firm sells a 3 into 8 forward rate agreement. So 3 into 8 forward rate agreement means basically you have to take the difference, because a firm is willing to sell 3 into 8 forward agreement. 8 minus 3, 5 months will be there. Okay, you have to calculate 5 months will be equal to how many days as such. From March you need to calculate. Okay, so March 2, the contracted forward rate is 5.93. So as I said, here the forward rate that has been given, FR T1 T2, here you need to take this interest rate 5.93. The principal amount is 80 million. So your P that's being given in the question, this P is nothing but your 80 million. On the settlement date, the following spot euro dollar rates are as follows. What amount must the firm pay or receive? So this is what he is asking. He has given this interest rate 3 months, almost 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 months interest rates he has given. Each month 5.84, 4.94, like that. Yes. So you need to take each month's interest rates and forward rate. You need to substitute in this formula, and is asking for 5 months, for all 6 months altogether, how much the firm will be paying or receiving. So let's start doing this problem. So just check out the question first. On March 2, a firm sells 8 into 3 forward rate agreement. Let's take that first. So the duration of the loan period, the time, okay, that you need to take first. So here if you take the, let's start doing this problem. What the time he has given, the time or the duration of a loan period is equal to, he has given how much, 3 into 8 FRA. That means you need to do 8 minus 3, so it will be 5 months. Okay, this is how you need to do. If at all he has given you 3 into 8 FRA, something like that, you need to take the difference. It will be equal to how many days? If you count it from March to, it will be 152 days. Okay, so here what is the principal amount that has been given in the question? Principal amount of FRA is $80 million. Okay, so the contracted forward price that has given in the question, just check it out, you will find it. He has given a contracted forward price as how much? 5.93. So let's take that also, is equal to 5.93%. So 5.93 is given. Now what is the remaining information? Let's write that also. He has given that, right? This information also, let's take them down. Maturity and the rate. Maturity is 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months and 8 months. The interest rates that has been given are 5.84%, 5.94%, 6.04%, 6.10%, 6.14%, and at last 6.19%. Right, this is the question he has given you, right? So now you need to calculate the receipt or payment for the entire 6 months he is asking. So let's take that formula. Receipt or payment is equal to P into T1 into T2. The formula I am taking over here, minus forward rate into T1 T2 D divided by N or B divided by 1 plus R into T1 T2 D divided by B. Okay, so you need to use this formula and do the for entire 6 months. So let's take for the very first one. Let's do for the 3 months. 3 months, we'll be substituting this in the formula. Receipt or payment is equal to, you need to find out whether it is a receipt or payment. First of all, he has taken 8 million. So 80 million, it is not 8 million. 80 million means it will be equal to 8 crores. 7 zeros will be there, right? So this you have taken, and you need to substitute the formula. R T1 T2 means R will be what has been given in the question, that is 3 months ka interest rates, how much it was, 5.84, right? So 5.84 you need to take it as 8% it is. So here you are going to take 0.0584. okay. So if you divide it by 100, you will get this value, minus, as it is a percentage, forward rate agreement, how much it is, 5.93. So you are going to take 0.0593. It will be 593, close the bracket. So here now how many days are there, 152, right? So you are going to take this 152 152 that has been given in the question. We have calculated, right? 152 divided by 5 months it is. So 152 divided by how many days are there in a year? 360 days, divided by 1 plus R T1 T2 is nothing but what we have there, 0.0584 into 152 divided by 360. okay. If you calculate this, you will get numerator value is minus 30398.4 divided by 1.02465. that is nothing but divide them, then subtract this, then multiply 3 of them. okay, so you will get this value. So if you do this, you will get dollar 29667.10. Here what is it, as the 3 months forward rate is how much, spot rate is how much, 5.84% is less, isn't it? Is less than the forward rate. $5.93. So therefore the firm will receive a profit. Whenever it is less, the firm, even though it is minus, the firm will receive a profit. okay, profit of $29667.10, because he is selling the forward rate agreement. okay, so the same manner you need to do for all the one. This was the first one, 3 months. Let's do for the second month, that is 4 months. It will be same 80 million. 80 million into, what is the interest rate in the question, 0.0594 minus 0.0593. Same substitution will be same, into 152 divided by 360 divided by 1 plus 0.0594. 152 divided by 360. It will come to, if you calculate it, it will come to $3295.33. Okay, here also what we can say is the if you check out this, here also he'll pay. If you calculate this 80 million into 0.0604 minus 0.593, 152 by 360, if you calculate this, here also you'll get a it is more, 6.04 is more than 5.93, so he has to pay 36 to $31.65. So the next one is 6 months forward rate. 6 months spot rate is how much? How much he has given in the question? Oops. If you check out this, how much he has given? 6.10. And forward rate, it's already been given 5.93%. So if you substitute this in the formula, same formula, $80 million into 0.0610, yeah, so if you do this, it will be minus 0.5, 0.0 everywhere. Here also 0.0, here also 0.0593, 152 divided by 360 whole divided by 1 plus 0.0610 into 152 divided by 360. So if you calculate this, you will get $55980.71. Here also, as such, 6.10 is more than 5.93, so we will pay $55980.71 by buying. Okay, so the next one is fifth one is 7 months spot rate is how much? 6.14. If you check out this, spot rate is 6.14. Forward rate is 5.93%. So if you substitute here, $80 million into 0.0614 minus 0.0593 into 152 divided by 360, the whole divided by 1 plus 0.0614 into 152 divided by 360. So here how much it will come to? $69,140.9. So here also what is happening? 6.14 is more than 5.93. So pay $69,140.9 by buying. If it is less, you will receive it. If it is more, you will buy. Okay. Here also you will buy. The next one is the last one. Sixth one. How much it is? 8 months. spot rate is 6.19%, forward rate is 5.93. So here also we'll do the same manner. $80 million 0.0619 minus 0.0593, 152 divided by 360 whole divided by 1 plus 0.0619 152 divided by 360 is equal to how much it will come to? 6 months. If you calculate this, you are going to get 85,583.86. So the thing is, first you have to divide, then subtract, then multiply, and this also divide into, then plus. You will get this value. So here also it is. So 6 point, divided over here, 6.19 is more than 5.93. Pay this much of amount. Okay. So this is how we need to do this problem. Okay, so this was the last problem of your FRM third semester, third unit. So this would be the last problem of third unit. So this was important, that the reason he'll ask you in the exam this sort of problems. This, it's very simple. Just you need to just substitute in the formula and tell whether it is a pay or a receive situation. So only in the first situation it was received. Later on, in all the situation it was payment only. You can check out over here. Only in first situation it was received, because it was here. The answer doesn't matter. What matters is the interest rate. If it is less, the spot rate has been less than the forward rate, then firm will receive a profit and he'll sell the forward rate agreement. Now if it is more, like in the other situations, if it is more, here also in the second situation it was more. So what we did in the second situation, you can see over here, 4 month it was more than 5.94 was more than 5.93, so we paid $32.95.3. The same manner for the others also. If you do simultaneously substitute it, it's more only, so anyhow you need to pay only the dollars. You need to write it down. When pay means it's nothing but you are buying. If receive means it's nothing but you are selling. Okay. So here also in the 6 month forward rate also it came to somewhere around $55,980 point. It is more, so that is the reason buying only. In the next situation also it was 69,140.9. It is also more, so it is also a buying situation. So this sort of question he may ask. It's very easy. I hope you understood. So what I am going to do, I'm going to end up the class now. If you have any doubts, I'm going to give you assignment on this type of problem. So see you all of you guys. Bye all of you.